All right, so we're gonna get the second here, and then I'm gonna get to the chat. I feel like we almost got this. Oh, there we go. Literally first try afterwards. There. Every time I hear the boing, I always hear in my head, outrunning the circle of time. Like the music they always run in the trailer. Every time I hear the boing, that just triggers in my brain. Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friend. So Fatal Fury Season 2 is now out. We'd already did some coverage on the channel, the big patch note guide, all that kind of stuff. Check that out if you haven't already. It's really long. It took me a long time to make it. Please check it out. But yeah, so that said now, I just want to talk about Fatal Fury Season 2 as a whole. Both the new character Jae Hoon and also some of the balance changes that happen with the game and just where I think the community is kind of lying up on it. And before we progress any further, I am obligated to say, if you want to learn more about Fatal Fury Season 2, please check out the link in the video description. So that said, Season 2, pretty good. I think they're kind of hitting on a lot of the cylinders they need to hit. Maybe some balance changes could have been a little better, honestly, or more thought out. But overall, I think it's a hell of a patch, and not the least of which is just Season 2 as a whole. So obviously, Season 1, the DLC characters, we had 5 DLC characters, it was completely free, which was very nice, and people were wondering, well, how much is Season 2 gonna cost, right? And turns out, Season 2 is dirt cheap. And this price isn't Canadian, by the way, because I'm from Canada. Like, to be real about it, for a lot less money, you get a lot more characters than other comparable fighting games. So it's a pretty solid deal all in all, I'd say. A bit surprising, cheaper than I thought they'd go. So that's cool, and they bundled Seasons 1 and 2 together in the new Legendary Edition. Which is handy enough for just like people who are newer to the game, because especially once certain DLC characters start showing up, I bet a lot more people are going to be a lot more interested. So that said, let's talk just some of the new things about Season 2. I guess let's talk about Jae Hoon first. I think Jae Hoon's kind of cool. I'm really bad with him. I went online for the first time in a good while, and to be real, I got smoked. I got to get back and find shape for Fatal Fury. But that said, I did have a lot of fun. Jae Hoon, he's definitely straightforward. I guess you could criticize him for being honest, and in fact, the plot does exactly that. Even he's like, I'm Mr. Fundamentals. I'm not very creative. I'm very straightforward. Just a little jealous of Dong Hwan's ability to do whatever, whenever. And not to spoil everything, I do have to highlight this from his arcade mode. It's very clear we got our first new generation of Fatal Fury couple building up here. Because Preacha is really into Kim Jae Hoon. Like, yes, Preacha's nerdy, Preacha's awkward, but this face combined with the fact he's like, oh, he's got a perfect condition. He has the ideal body. I'm just sort of reading in between the lines here. So yeah, Jae Hoon. Jae Hoon's simple, he's straightforward, he's honest, but then again, like, there is stand heavy kick, right? Like, this move that is +5 on hit that leads to combos on hit. The fact that this move is also +2 on block, so you can't really challenge him after the fact. And yes, the first hit will whiff if you're crouching, but the second hit won't, so you're still +2 if they block, right? So like, maybe not a crazy mix monkey, maybe not like monster high, low, mid, like all that game plan, but like when you're given a sledgehammer, I don't know, and that's the kind of honesty all in of itself, right? Like, I'm a known grappler player, I'm not here for complex characters. Give me something nice and simple that makes sense to me, and this is definitely it. I love this move. More so after I realized that you can get stand jab after. So stand jab's like not special cancelable, but it is super cancelable, right? So if you can get stand heavy mid-screen, like, you can add a little sauce and a little pepper to it, right? Especially in the corner. Like, that's not bad at all things considered, right? Like, I know there's some scaling, but for a move that otherwise doesn't give you that much mid-screen, just the potential to, like, just shimmy somebody or just toss out your plus on block button and see if it hits, because it's also dirt easy to hit confirm because it's 2 hits, right? Like, the reward structure is really there. Like, I don't think he's going to be top tier. Like, considering, you know, like, Hokutomaru is still really good. Hotaru is definitely still a viable threat even after her nerfs. Like, I don't think he's hanging with the greats of the game. But if you want someone really simple and straightforward, like, that's just easy, This is the guy for sure. So now that's Jae Hoon talked about. There's also the rest of season 2 and obviously the gigantic balance patch. And as, I don't know, the unofficial patch guy of the FGC, I give the patch thumbs up. Like, it's a patch of consequence. Like, the game has very much been shaken up in a big way. Lots of characters got lots of love in substantial ways, and the top tiers, top tiers got either heavily nerfed to barely touched, but overall, a lot more of the cast is going to be viable for competitive play, and that's always what we're aiming for in a fighting game. Like, Mai is a fantastic example of that, right? I know some people are worried with the notes with Mai because some of her combo routes don't exist the same way anymore, but she also gained a lot new combo routes and a lot of just strong quality of life stuff. Like, hey, light projectile recovers quicker so she can spam more projectiles, and heavy projectile, the projectile's just faster so she can spam more projectiles. Trying to inflict some of that Street Fighter 6 trauma on the Fatal Fury crew, I guess. Or stuff like close light kick, right? 8 frames, so it naturally goes into crouch heavy punch now, which means, like, say, a cross-up, right? Her cross-up game just got a lot stronger because she can get more damage off cross-ups. It's a lot more reasonable to go into close light than, say, close heavy, which is hyper defense bait, right? So there's that. And then there's the fact that they, like, severely, hugely buffed Air Ninja B super, so she'll land a lot quicker so she can do stuff after landing. So, I don't know, I think that looks cool, right? And because of some of her changes, not the least of which is, you know, the super change, that's possible now. Or there's other silly routes you can do as well. So there we go, alternate routing, right? You can do a lot of different routes. There's a lot of new things that are possible with Mai. And that's just a character out of the myriad of characters that got lots of changes. Like Vox. Vox, big poke, finally works as a poke. It's not negative on hit anymore, because, like, what was even that? His dive kick now can be plus on hit, because it doesn't knock down. As long as you spaced out correctly, you can do stuff like get combos from it now that were never possible before. So, like, dive kick and poke now work like a dive kick and poke should, right? That's kind of huge. Someone like T-Zoc, oh my god, like T-Zoc, might as well consider him not buffed. Consider him a free DLC character, because this character didn't exist in Season 1. He was a joke. And now, like, I'm not going to say he's competitively top tier or nothing, right? Like, we gotta be real about this. But he's definitely usable now. He's got a mountain of buffs so much that, like, just make his life easier, like buff on like light grab range, heavy clotheslines plus now, light clotheslines that's more reasonable for combo structure because it's so much faster. It won't just randomly whiff and cost you the drop and cost you the game. He can now dash cancel jumps like a normal character can, and they gave him fun stuff like new cross-ups to help with that. Like, he's in the, if you haven't seen the patch notes video already, check the patch notes. I'm very sure the T-Zoc section is the longest section by a lot, but like, this is proof positive that they're making major changes. So I've also seen some complaints like, oh, this character's going to be top tier now, right? Well, there's always a top tier, right? So Hokuto Maru maybe is the best character in the game now, because like some of his nerfs were not that nerfs, and some of the buffs that he got, like, did this need to be able to hit cross up? Probably not, but hey, there's always going to be a best character, right? And there's people like Kine. Yes, did Kine get hit with the hammer in a big way? Yes, sir. Because, like, he cannot do a lot of his basic links anymore that he could do before, just because of a lot of various changes to his frame data, the pushback, and all that kind of stuff. Like, he's not just the same character. That said, though, it's not like people are giving up on him. There's people in the lab, they're figuring out new things, because he did get buffs, too. Like, the fact that orbs do more damage, the fact that you can snap them quicker when they're out, right? There's stuff, and people have been putting their time in the lab mines to figure it out. So, is he definitely curtailed a little bit? I would definitely say so, yes. But don't exactly write him off either, right? But then again, this is a balance patch of consequence, right? So there's going to be shifts. A lot of people are going up, some people are going down. That's the way it should be. This isn't like some other games where the patch happens and the game's basically the same game it was before. people want a balance patch of consequence, this is a balance patch of consequence. So that all said, season 2, pretty cool in my books, honestly. Jae Hoon is a good straightforward character for beginners if you are just getting into the Fatal Fury train now, and obviously with Blue Mary, Geese Howard, Wolfgang Krauser, our mystery DLC characters to come, there's a lot. Well, there's a lot to come. There's 6 characters coming this year, and that's only going to be in the first half of the year. And again, I don't know for sure, but I don't think they're going to stop putting out characters in June after they already put out 6, right? We'll see on that front, I guess. So interesting times ahead at minimum. I'm personally very excited for Geese Howard and Wolfgang Krauser because they're just some of the best characters in fighting game history, Geese especially. And Geese is next month. Like, it's not long, right? It's not a 6-month wait like some other games. And then we get a character a month after that. Then we get a character a month after that. Then we get a character a month after that. Then we get a character a month after that. Like, it's actually just really hype and exciting. So I don't know. Basically, when it comes to season 2 of the game and just going forward, I think there's some stuff here. A lot of the old heads in the FGC, Fatal Fury is definitely their current favorite fighting game because it's like the most fighting game of the current fighting game. Like, it's the most old school fighting game. It's mechanically dense. There's a lot of defensive options. As of this patch with season 2, a lot less, not to say there isn't any, but a lot less of like the easy bake Oki and pressure on a knockdown. I think we're building up here. I think we're building up with season 2. But that said, that's just some of my thoughts on the matter. If you got season 2 thoughts yourself about like either Jae Hoon, the characters coming up, or the balance patch, or whatever it may be, please post in the comments below. But otherwise, that is it for me, and that is it for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some Fatal Fury. Yeah, that'll do her. That'll do her.
This is the love making.